Me, Janky Pizu, coming in with another video. I was waiting all week for a sunny day, but it just not happened. Scheiß Sommer. So here we are in my bedroom. It's probably quite good to do a video in here because I'm leaving next week, so you get to see my magical manor. So my video today, you just saw it. I finally finished a project before leaving. It is Techno Fiends. So it's a little zine. Got the first 3 volumes ready. So what is a Techno Fiend? Well, fiend, a spirit or demon, an enthusiast or devotee of a particular thing. So yeah, this is a story. I came up with it in spring 2018, and if any of you have met me in a club, I've probably already told you all about it. And if it wasn't that, it would have been Ketamine Dream, which is probably the kind of same genre. So the premise of this tale, and this, as I said, came up in 2018. Imagine a future so bleak that dancing isn't banned, been forgotten, except for a secret underground anarchist collective who've kept the spirit alive. Their only solution to make things better in the future, to come back to the present day, quietly infiltrate society and bring about their dance revolution. So I've pretty much spent the last 2 years living in this magical techno sci-fi world, and during Corona, premise didn't seem quite so far-fetched, making this thing, it's been my little Corona survival strategy really. So look, for example, spending my time in the Garden of Dusty Delights. We've got a little garden there, you might recognise it. So the premise of this tale, so there's an anthro, that's what folks of the future call people of the present. So an anthro kind of discovers the Techno Fiends, and it's just basically one long party weekend. But we have volume 1 is the prologue. Actually, volume 1 was the thing that I wrote in 2018, and now I've got the whole story mapped. It's probably going to be like 10 volumes, but we've got the first 3, and people tell me they like listening to my voice, so I'm going to read you just a little snippet to give you a taste. Which bit? I'm going to skip past this. We start with Techno Fiend Tinder. This gives you just a little taste of the tale. The device, it's a real thing. I have one, found it myself. This is where we're going to begin. The Anthro awakens.
The Anthro awakens. Our tale begins in a Berlin bedroom, with scribbles and scrawls all over the walls. A confused head peers out from under the covers. The Techno Fiends came to dance a hole in the universe. At least that's what was scrawled all over the walls of young Jizzle's bedroom when they woke up bleary-eyed on a Wednesday afternoon, with a stinking hangover and zero memory of the weekend before. Admittedly, it wasn't so unusual for them to awake in such a state. In fact, it's quite a regular occurrence. But the writing on the walls? Well, that was a first. Never before had they woken up to find a mad frenzy of indecipherable, intricate scribbles all over their bedroom walls. A hole in the universe? Well, I definitely danced a hole in my shoe. They desperately tried to remember what had happened that weekend, peering into their mind and grasping through the darkness, attempting to catch a trace, some fleeting memory that could lead them to that faraway place of the weekend. But alas, they reached a blank.
Well, I really think I've sniffed one too many snifters this time. Gosh, got to stop picking up bags of white powder off the floor.
Remembering seemed like a fruitless task that could certainly wait until tomorrow, so young Jizzle Fizzlips resolved to just shut their eyes, roll back over, and return to sleep. But then, something in the room amongst the empty bottles, scattered straws and piles of dust suddenly caught their eye. A strange device, covered in buttons and mysterious symbols, surrounded by a faint neon aura, like a fading glow stick, was lying on the floor. Of course. And then things started to come flooding back. It all began on the night of the Liquid K, when this strange device came into their possession. Or perhaps it even began the night. Of course. And then things started to come flooding back. It all began on the night of the Liquid K, when this strange device came into their possession. Or perhaps it even began the night before, when all the lights in the Alliance Tower went out and they had the craziest dreams. For the first time in years, the invasive glare of that looming neon monolith was not beaming directly into Jizzle's bedroom window as they went to sleep that night. And for the first time in years, Jizzle's sleep was populated with dreams. Intense, sweat-soaked, restless dreams, but dreams nonetheless. With this tiny piece of the puzzle unlocking a cascade of remembrance, young Jizzles decided to try and solve the mystery of the weekend, and so set off to retrace their footsteps.
So yeah, that's where our tale begins, and it's all about young Jizzle Fizzlips trying to, well, retrace their steps and remember the weekend. Volume 2. It's a brunch at Oscrites. Of course, the Techno Fiend headquarters, the top of the water tower there. This is what I kind of call the political one. It's where they outline the kind of radical, surrealist philosophy. And then, oh, I've blooming lost it. And then they go to blank. Well, no, they go to the Dusty Garden. Yeah, also I've used a lot of flyers, like, because I like to collect flyers. So yeah, and I wanted it to look beautiful, of course. It's made with my flyers. Took a fucking long time. This is why I've only got 3 volumes so far. But I want to make it accessible to as many people as possible. So I've put it online. There'll be a link beneath the video. Also, so I am going to make a few, sell them, and I've decided, so it's not just, you know, stupid, well, it's not stupid, but, you know, silly techno druggy project. I'm going to 50% of all profits are going to go to the Berlin Nightlife Collective Fund, to support the actual Techno Fiends, you know, because we're all out there. There's something going on. We've got to keep the dancing spirit alive and also not forget it. So here it is. Yay! I don't know if you can tell, halfway through this video I had a little spliff. Actually going to go to blank now for the first time to the Zect Garden. So I'll leave it at that. Oh wait, no, I've also, so it comes as well, these little fiend cards. Kind of character cards for each Techno Fiend. And I've made a little video where I read some of these out. So I'll leave it at that.
The Fiends. Like all good anarchist collectives, the Fiends are not always in complete agreement, nor do they always see eye to eye. But for them, that is no problem, for their strength lies in their diversity. Borg. Serious, secretive, and with a face like a slapped arse, Borg is probably the most intimidating of the Fiends, having no patience for anthros and often losing sight of the mission. But do not be deterred by his aloof nature, or the fact he would not dare to waste their breath on something as pointless as social niceties, for Borg is a gatekeeper, which is no easy task when surrounded by a civilization of supposed idiots. Once you pass that icy exterior, Borg is a loyal pillar of stability who keeps the fiend community together. Favourite club? The only one worth going to. Drug of choice? Coke and Keta. Water Witch. An ethereal and dreamy practitioner of magic, Water Witch fluctuates in form, drifting through the party, soaking up streams of stress and ensuring everyone is hydrated. Favourite clubs? Wherever the party takes us. Drug of choice? MDMA, K and Pibbles. Nibble on a pill.
So yeah, you can read it online. If you want to, what am I saying? Yeah, so it's online, and I've made a special PayPal email, so you know, if anyone wants to donate, you're more than welcome, but it's just a nice story to have. And as I said, 50% of profits will go to the Berlin Nightlife Collective, and if you donate more than €15, then I'll send you all 3 volumes in the post or hand delivered. Right, I'm gonna go sniff some snifters. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go drink a Zect with my friends. Gosh, getting out of here. I am fiending.